So you probably know what it's about. Before I get into it or do an intro, I just want to say I'm using my not as aggressive light today, and it's actually because I literally got back from my trip yesterday at 4 this morning. This morning at 4 in the morning. And when I was there, I actually chipped a massive freaking chunk out of my tooth, out of my big old front tooth. My parents call them tombstones because they're so big, so you know it was a big target. But I was so mad, and I'm genuinely embarrassed about it. I haven't made myself a dentist appointment yet, mainly because I moved a couple months ago and I actually don't have a dentist around here yet. But I just want to let you know I'm going to try to enunciate, but if I'm talking a little bit weird, like if I'm trying to use my lip to kind of cover my teeth, or you know, if I put my hand over my mouth a little bit, that's why I'm doing that. So I'm really hoping with this lighting, y'all can't tell too much about my chipped tooth. But let's get into it. So this video is going to be about just kind of thoughts I've had, just like thoughts I'm having about new Eeveelutions in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. And again, these are just some thoughts. I did none of this art. You will be able to see the artist's username and everything like that when we're looking at the pictures and talking about the pictures. I will also link them in the description, but definitely want to give credit to them. I did none of this art. I wish I could do stuff like this, but I can't. So definitely go check them out if you are interested. So I've always loved the Eeveelution lines. I've always loved Eevee. When I was a kid, Flareon was my favorite Eeveelution of the original three. It was probably one of my, you know, when I was a kid, out of the originals, it was probably one of my favorite Pokemon. I would say now, probably Vaporeon has taken that spot, but that's a topic for another day. And if you watch my channel, you know that my favorite Pokemon of all time is Espeon. So I definitely, oh, you want to see him again? Espeon. Oh, one more time? Espeon. It's my favorite Pokemon. So I definitely adore the Eevee line and Eeveelutions and everything like that. And so these are just kind of like, you know, thoughts I'm having. They're not super fleshed out, and if you guys have more thoughts or anything like that, please feel free to leave them in the description down below. But we're gonna jump into it. Okay, so first, I want to talk about a fighting Eeveelution. I think a fighting Eeveelution would be really, really cool. I love this design that the artist has done with like the leg wrappings and everything like that. I think that is a phenomenal design. I like how the stripes almost look like battle scars. I think that is a very cool detail to put in there. And of course, you know, the big ears, the big ears, the telltale sign of an Eeveelution. And so, you know, just like I'm just having fun in my mind thinking about things. So I think kind of a cool way for it to evolve would be like, you know, you win 10 battles in a row without feigning and holding an expert belt or something like that. Like I don't know. So something battling related because it's a fighting type Eevee. Made sense in my head. Okay, but next we're gonna move on to a dragon type Eevee. Yes. So like I feel like the dragon type Eevee almost complements the fairy type Eevee in Sylveon. And I really like this. And so the other thing about a dragon type Eevee is there's so many ways that you can take it. There's so many different kind of like dragony designs that you can go for. I really love this one. I love the mohawk of the spiked hair like down the back and how that just goes into a tail, and how the tail looks like more fluffy, not as much scaly. But on the body you can kind of see how the artist has drawn like the little waves, and to me that looks almost scaly. So I love like the kind of the contrast between the scale and the fur, and I just love the mohawk, love the colors. I think the colors are gorgeous, and I also like how its feet I almost like how its feet are almost, you know, that they're more like talons. That they're more talons instead of paws, which I think of most Eeveelutions having paws because, you know, they're kind of feline. So I think that that would be very, very cool. I would really like to see a dragon type evolution. Dragon is a typing that I definitely really like. And I think it's a little bit, at least it's definitely, with the addition of fairy, it's definitely slightly less overpowered. So I would be really excited to see a dragon evolution. And for the dragon evolution, I kind of got the idea for evolving from how Kingdra evolves, and because there is no Eevee that evolves through trading. So I was thinking, maybe you would trade this Eevee while it's holding a dragon scale. Makes sense to me. And I like when I say this, I'm not saying I think this is the best way. I'm just saying about things I've thought of. That's really what it is. Just kind of things that I've thought of. The next one, we actually have a bug evolution. And so if there is a type of Pokemon that I identify with the least, that I think I like the least, it's bug types. In real life, I really don't like bugs. I am horrified of spiders. I am horrified of spiders. I usually, I really don't like any type of bug, to be honest with you. I really, really don't like any type of bug, but I think if there was a time for me, okay, sorry, let me go back. Side note, I don't hate all bug type Pokemon. Don't go spreading rumors. Of course I don't. I've always liked Scyther. Okay, I'm sure that there are others, but Scyther is the first one that comes to mind. But I think if there is a way that I could really really enjoy a bug type Pokemon, it would be if it was through an evolution. And again, so much like with the dragon, I feel like there's so many ways you could do a bug type. You could do a bug type Eevee. So this is just some art that I found that I really like, because it's I love the wings. I really do like the wings, and in my mind, it can fly. So maybe it has, it's not a flying bug type. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying it can fly. Love how it kind of has like those big, they almost look like goggles around the eyes. The stinger tail, it's a bit much. But again, I don't like bug types. So, okay, I don't dislike bug types, but I feel no affinity for them. So that's why I would love to see a bug type Eevee, so that there's a bug type that I could truly love. And like I was saying, there's so many ways you could take it. You could make it, more of a butterfly, more of a moth. This one is almost somewhat bee-like. I think you could make it, kind of like an ant. You could give it extra legs, so it'd be more spidery. I know that's an arachnid. Oh my god, I said arachnid. I know that's like an. Now I can't say it correctly. Arachnid. Arachnid. That's why. That's how you know you play too much Pokemon. That's how you know you play too much Pokemon. And side note, I actually kind of like Arachnid as well. That is another Dewpider and Arachnid, especially Dewpider. It's like holding its little bubble on. It's pretty cute. So yeah, again, I think that there's many, many ways you could make a bug type evolution. This is just one of the arts that I found that I happen to like. I like the color scheme. I think it's a very cool color scheme as well. And so for the bug type evolution, I'm thinking for evolving. Don't play with that. Okay, sorry. I'm fidgeting. I'm a fidgeter. I've had a lot of caffeine today. I've got 3 hours of sleep, I think, and had a lot of caffeine, so I've been fidgeting. So don't fidget. I'm not gonna fidget. Okay, back to how it would evolve. I think maybe like something like level up while holding silver powder. I think silver powder is the one that increases bug type moves, the power of bug type moves. And so for this, I can see it being both a special or physical attacker, honestly. But I do hope it's really fast. Like to me, it just looks like it would be very fast with high either special physical attack, kind of like a glass cannon, kind of glass cannony. That's what I would like to see personally. And so next we're going to talk about rock type evolution. So I love this design. I love this design so much that this artist did. I think it is so cool. Like I love the one horn. First of all, I love the horns. Period. Doesn't have the huge ears, which I was talking about before. It's kind of like the telltale sign, but the ears are almost big in a different way. They're not so much tall. I don't know why I'm acting things out. They're not so much tall, but they are wide and like very. like kind of very fluffy. And so again, I like the difference between, he has like the scruff on the head and he has scruff around here, and like I love the little chest scruff, and he has a little paw scruff, so it looks like he's almost wearing little socks. And then other parts of him, you can see like there are actual rocks growing out of him, or rocks on his fur. So I love that. It really reminds me of Hellboy, the comic book character, or movie character, however you like to ingest Hellboy. But with it, where it has one short horn and then one like full horn, and I love the asymmetry. I adore the asymmetry with that, and I think it would be especially cool to have a rock type Eevee, because in the Pokemon Direct we did see some sort of mine, and so I was thinking, you know, for the rock type Eevee, have it be have it have something to do with that mine. So, you know, I just went super simple with it, you know, so you would go into the mine and level up with max happiness. This is simple, but I definitely, when I was thinking about this, wanted to incorporate the mine. So, and I mean, look at how, like, the artist did such a fantastic job. Like, look, so Eevee even has like little rocks that are eyebrows, which I think is super cute. I think that is super cute. And last, we're going to be looking at flying type Eevee. And so this artist actually did 3, so you can see bug, dragon, flying. Both the bug and the dragon are different than the other bug and dragon we looked at, so I think that's also very cool. And I adore this bug design, because it's like, I like the cutesy bugs. So it's definitely still buggish, but cutesy. And so much like, so both the way this artist has depicted it with the ears on the bug and the flying type Eevee, I think that they can fly. Like, I think that they fly with their ears. Definitely on the flying type Eevee, it's flying with his ears, and on the bug type Eevee, it looks like dragonfly wings on the ears. So I would think it would fly with those, and I love that idea. I think that is so cute. I think that is so cute. I can just see Eevee flying right over to me now, using its ears. I love it. I love how the flying type Eevee has what looks like a cloud around its neck, like semi-Altaria-like. Adore that. Love the little, how the little wisps on its legs kind of match the wisps on its ears, and it just makes me think it's going fast, which I really like. And so for the flying type Eevee, I had a couple thoughts about it. So one is, you know, sharp beak and level up, something like that. Maybe sharp beak, max happiness, level up, so something along those lines. But then I was thinking maybe, so you know how in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you can battle in the air. So if they did something similar to that, like while you're riding on a flying type Pokemon, so if they did something similar to that mechanic in Sword and Shield, then maybe once you encounter a battle in the sky, you know, level up, then Eevee would evolve into Flying Hedion. That's just what I named it. But also this dragon type looks very different. I adore the colors that they chose for the dragon type. But dragon, bug, rock, flying, fighting. That's 5. Okay, so I can just call this 5 Eeveelutions I hope to see in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And that's pretty much what it's been, but I would be happy with any new Eeveelution. Give me a normal type, give me a poison, give me a steel. I don't care. Give me a ghost. I want to see a new Eeveelution. I love them. I love them so much, in case you couldn't tell. So I think that's pretty much what this video is going to be. Let me know what your hopes and dreams for Eeveelutions are down in the comments. And if you have any ideas, you know, what kind of like attack you want them to have, what kind of attacks you want them to learn. I didn't even really think about what I wanted their abilities to be. So definitely go ahead and let me know about that as well in the comments, because that's definitely something to talk about. Oh, and one thing, I'm so silly. One thing I wanted to mention about the flying type Eevee was that I do believe, besides I could be wrong, but I think besides Tornadus, I think I should look this up. Oh no, I'm gonna be an idiot if I get this wrong. But I think it would be the only pure flying type. I think. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I want to thank you all kindly for not trying to pause the video, zoom in, and look at my broken tooth. If you have done that, why? Why? Why are you doing that? But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Definitely let me know your hopes and dreams down in the comments below. If you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Not exactly none of that. And I do hope that everybody is having an above average day.